Okay guys, Lackawanna State Park, northeastern Pennsylvania. It's about 6 a.m. Mist is rising off of the 76 degree, at least surface temperature of the water. I'm gonna start out with top water. Seems like great conditions for it, except that, as I always forget something, I forgot almost all of my top water lures, with the exception of the old jitterbug. So I guess we're gonna try to get some jitterbug action going for a little while, and if not, there's other things we can do. Hey guys, this is a Bassman jig, blue-black pattern. I think it's a 3/8 ounce. It's got the 2 rattles on the bottom, and it's got a trailer. It's a Paca craw, Okeechobee craw color, and I think it's like a 3-inch. Anyway, the reason I'm going for the jig is, first of all, because nothing's going on with top water. And like I'm not seeing any like surface busts. I saw like one in the beginning, but I'm not seeing any action on the surface. But also, the last time I was here, and I spent all morning here not catching anything, there was another gentleman, another kayak fisherman, who said he was killing them on the jig, and he would cast like really close to shore and then just like reel in from there, like just get like as close as you can to the grass lines, and then just, you know, jig it from there. So I'm going to try that strategy. I've also been having some casting difficulty. I think it's because the jitterbug is a little too light for this rod. So here we go. You haven't seen too much jig action from me on this channel, especially lately. Oh yeah, that casts a lot better. Okay, this one here is called the Justice jig. Forget if I featured it before, but another part of my prize pack for winning lunker or tying for lunker in the Brooklyn bass tournament. It's kind of an interesting idea. There's a rattle that goes into the little chunk craw bait, and then your hook goes through the craw and the rattle. Oh, and that's an extra rattle. What do you do with that? This is also blue-black. Probably trim the weed guard there, if I can. Okay, so let's see, we put this in here. Take our hook. Find the hole of the rattle, so it just kind of hangs off like that. And then, if we want some extra rattle power, I suppose we can just do this. So extra rattle. Looks really weird, but that's the Justice jig for you. Okay, another strategy, if I'm fishing the jig, is to go where I've caught fish on jigs before. And right around here, closer to shore, of course, because I was bank fishing at the time. But fish. It's a start. Justice jig. First fish of the day, Justice jig, about a pounder, a little more than a foot long. There you go. Get some light on the subject. Okay, buddy. Good job. All right, Justice jig. Haven't caught a jig fish in a while. Drop shot bass. A little smaller than my first one, lengthwise anyway, but he actually feels about as heavy. All right. Yeah, I lost this guy once and then he came back for it. Got a little one on, guys. Gave up and went for the trees. And of course, he's not tiny teeny. This time I'm trying to I forgot my other SD cards. This one's almost full, so it's not that I'm screwing up the camera, it's that I'm trying to conserve it. Alright, well, number 3. Long time between fish, so that was nice on the drop shot. Okay guys, in all likelihood that's all that's going to happen. So that's probably all you're going to see from the state park. We got 3 fish. We got 1 catch on film. It was on a jig. Weird Justice jig. That was cool. But you know what? I think before I leave Pennsylvania, I want to go back to that creek. I think there's more to discover in that creek. So, I'll see you in a second. Okay guys, it's the final round. We're going to do some micro fishing. I got a bucket. I have a bucket here full of water. The idea is, if I just keep catching one species like the creek chubs that I see swimming towards me, I could kind of cull them and try to catch some other stuff that might not be as aggressive or prone to bite as quickly as the creek chubs do, because I guarantee you the first couple fish are going to be creek chubs. So I have about an hour and a half. I go to my parents for dinner. I drive back home. So let's see if we can make something happen. I want a new species. That's the goal, a new species. Okay, so this is the same creek as before, just a little farther downstream, and I'm probably going to go back to that spot from yesterday later. We're going to start with the ultralight, start culling maybe some of the bigger stuff first, but then we'll go for there we go. Easy peasy. Clear creek chub. All right. So look, now he goes in the bucket. We'll see. This will work. Okay, let's try again. They just dart for it. They don't know any better. Look at this. Every cast is going to be a creek chub until we collect enough of them. It's like they see they're lining up. You're lucky. They're getting smaller. There's my chubbers. Let's see, we got Oh god, they keep moving. This will be 8. 8 creek chubs. Ah, ah, ah. Got about a dozen, I would say. It is interesting though how the biggest ones were definitely caught first, you know? The alphas. Okay, I'm gonna give the creek chubs a little rest now. I mean, I probably have about 15 in here, but there are so many and they are so aggressive. But there is something very small here. Very, very small. Might just be baby creek chubs. I don't even know if we'll be able to tell. But we're going to the smaller, the Tnago. We're gonna figure it out. Oh yeah, they went for it, they went for it. Okay guys, you won't believe how small that piece of earthworm is. I'm sure you can barely pick it up, but rest assured, it's about as small of a piece. Will they notice? Will they go for it? Yes, 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 guys. Oh, oh, look at that. Smallest fish ever. I think it's just a creek chub, honestly. Smaller than yesterday, for sure. Alright. So there he is. There it is, guys. Smallest fish I've ever caught, for sure. Okay, the question is, can I unhook him safely? Yep, very easily. Alright. I think it's just a creek chub. If it's not, it's a dace, but it's just a baby, and that's probably what all these guys are. Now for the release. There he goes. Looks alright. A little weak. Yeah, it looks like what all these things are. Okay guys, so doesn't look like there's any surprises. Actually, I'm seeing something right now that's different. Okay, hold on. I think I might see a darter. Yeah, there's something different down here. That's a bluegill. That's not what I'm looking at. Didn't want you anyway. It's a little largy. Appears to be. Look up, look up, look up. Yes, 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 yes. You're something different. Still a creek chub. Still a creek chub. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Wrong fish, wrong fish, wrong fish. See, if this was the species I wanted, I would do a more vigorous tug. Come on, come on, come on. They're right there, they're right there, they're right there, they're right there. Go get it, go get it, go get it. Not you. It's more like a dace. I'm in the bucket anyway, so he leaves my target species alone. It's this little gang right here. Not you. Not you either. It's dace if I ever seen one. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna put my camera underwater for the first time ever, so cross your fingers. It's supposed to be perfectly fine, But I want to just show you the insanity that ensues when I just put this tiny piece of earthworm in here. Okay guys, it looks like the camera's still working. You might have seen me catch that dace. You know, the dace and especially the creek chubs are just way too aggressive, and whatever that thing is that's essentially just eating like plankton down there, it's just so timid. It's barely even expressing interest in the worm, and the few times that it's kind of turned in that direction and come, you know, the second it does, there's another much more aggressive fish ready to pounce on the bait. So we're going to let out the bucket, and we're going to go upstream to kind of like near where we were yesterday. And the only thing I can hope for is that we can find like an isolated patch of those, whatever they are. I'm thinking that there might be darters. If I can think of anything else, I'll put it, you know, in the description, but we got to catch one first. Alright, by the way, there were a couple that did not survive hook extraction, so these will be frozen and used for bait in the future. Alright guys, walked a little further up the creek, and we have some kind of sucker. Again, suckers. Now, there are creek chubs in the same area, but there's a nice gang of suckers, so I'm hoping we're back to the ultralight, bigger piece of worm. Lysis worms are fine for suckers. I just don't want to be a sucker and catch another creek chub, if you know what I'm saying. Pumpkin seed, interesting. Just call them out, call them out. It's just a creek chub. The creek chubs are just too fast. That actually looks different, but it's just looks a little different than a creek chub. Doesn't have that black line. Scales are a little different. I don't know, guys. That actually might be a sucker. But it's not the one I'm looking at. Not getting hooked. It's a catfish down there. It's interesting. Oh, and the catfish got it. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Guys, brown bullhead, the barbels are brown. These are white. I don't know if that's just because he's juvenile, but this could be a new species. This might be a yellow, or I think there's also white. So, potential new species. Could be different kind of bullhead. Alright. Certainly has a yellow tint to him. That same bullhead is down there being very protective. Okay guys, I think I heard the dinner bell. So I have to bug out of here in a second. Ugh, well, close it out with another creek chub. But you know what? Let me show you the comparison, because that other guy is something else. Ah, this is, okay. Look. This guy's different. See? They're different. I wonder what kind of a... And the different scales too. This guy's like slimier. Alright, so this is the weird one. This one we gotta figure out. Might be a new species. If anybody knows, let me know. Don't think that's a creek chub though. And of course we had our pumpkin seed. Oh, he wants to stay. Another creek chub. Okay guys, I gotta go have dinner. I gotta drive back to Yonkers. But this was a fun trip to Pennsylvania, don't you think? Hey, do me a favor, please like, please subscribe. And as always guys, whatever you do, please fish like there's no tomorrow. Peace.